Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And today, we have some very interesting crypto news. Take a look at this article right here. The SEC settles on security claim in the library case. Now, for all of you that do not know, yesterday I covered on the channel, I think it's already a couple of days ago, I covered that the 30th was going to be a extremely important day. Now, taking a look at the article, yet again, the SEC settles on security claim in the library case. Community calls it a big win for crypto. And also, another article here with a similar title, an XRP lawyer scores a crucial victory for Ripple and for crypto. So what exactly is going on? I'll tell you guys about in this video. And like always, guys, if you enjoy the update, make sure you press that. So what happened? Well, yesterday we had the most important hearing. It was regarding the library case, again, library versus the SEC. And you can see right here, the US SEC admitted on record that the sale of LBC, their tokens, in the secondary market does not constitute a security. The settlement came during an appeal hearing in the library versus SEC case yesterday, in what many called a victory for the entire crypto industry against the SEC's overreach regulation by enforcement. Attorney John Deaton settled a major debate during this appeal hearing. Even though the SEC was basically awarded summary judgment in their favor couple months ago already, John Deaton hopped up in the lawsuit to basically represent somebody, and he wanted to get some clarity on library coins status basically in the secondary market, specifically to transactions, because he found the injunction ambiguous and broad. An amicus curiae is an individual or organization that is not a party to a legal case, but is permitted to assist a court by offering information, expertise, or insight that has a bearing on the issues in the case. And Deaton cited a paper by commercial contract attorney Lewis Cohen that examined all security lawsuits in the U.S. since the SEC versus W.J. Howie. And the court acknowledged the New Hampshire court, that the underlying asset was security at any point throughout Cohen's examination of security cases in the U.S. And now, Deaton persuaded the judge that library coins' secondary market transactions were not securities. The SEC requested an order that does not make a distinction between library, the company's management, and users in an effort to avoid providing clarification on library coin. The judge turned to Deaton and told him, "Amicus, I'm going to make it clear that my order does not apply to secondary market sales." And so for all of you that do not understand, this is also pretty crucial to the Ripple case. Now it says here, Ripple is currently facing a securities lawsuit from the SEC over the sale of XRP tokens. We all know that. That's a pretty big deal. And the recent ruling that indicates library coin tokens sale in the secondary market doesn't qualify as securities can work in favor of the long-running Ripple lawsuit. A pro-XRP Twitter account said the ruling makes XRP a non-security as well. Now, again, this all mostly revolves around the status of XRP in the secondary market. People are asking if this would just kill the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit straight away, and if Ripple all of a sudden instantly has won or something like that. No, I don't believe so. Others lauded Deaton for his continuous work to fight the SEC's overreach, as he's been actively involved in the Ripple lawsuit as well, and I appreciate it. But let's just take it a step back and say this is beautiful. It's very nice to watch, and it basically says again that now, on record, the token itself is not a security, which can translate to be positive for the Ripple case as well, albeit not conclusive in a sense that this is not all of a sudden going to finish the Ripple lawsuit or anything like that. It's a positive advancement, a positive development. And you can see it as well in the amount of likes that this tweet has gotten. 5,000 likes and 500,000 views. People are watching out for this lawsuit, guys. And I told you, this is the most important hearing today. And it definitely was, because it now has put on the map clearly those regulations for secondary sale. Now, there's a little bit of context that I'm still missing, actually, in this video. It has to do with the fact that right now, as we speak, crypto is being, well, even the SEC is always trying to take us down, basically, crypto is being targeted by these bigger parties still, especially in the US. They're just not doing the best of jobs, if you were to ask me. And this is what it says. The White House just published its crypto policy roadmap, saying Bitcoin adoption by mainstream institutions would be a grave mistake. John Deaton again came in to say, "We will soon witness the final and most aggressive push to shut down crypto." As again, guys, these major entities are not finished. They're not done trying to take down crypto, or at least put it under their thumb, and for some reason not make the most amount of money. I am assuming because they're afraid of this crypto space basically taking some of their power away from them. That's the only good explanation that I could give. Just before we move on, quickly saying or telling you guys, I am still extremely bullish on the XRP price. As I've said it multiple times before, I believe XRP is a late rusher though, meaning that very often other altcoins or even Bitcoin, they perform first before XRP takes over. I do believe that if we get a crazier rally going, specifically because the Ripple case might soon be finished right here, it could be a plus, where XRP just literally excels to the moon. And that's something that I'm definitely prepared for and kind of waiting for here. Looks like we're also bounced off of levels we've bounced off multiple times in the past here at 38.5. Just wanted to say I'm short-term really bullish, long-term even more bullish. And if you guys are still looking for a crypto exchange to trade on, there will always be some links down below that you can see right there, so make sure you check those out. And again, another part as to why we're always so excited about XRP, I think this is important. We always have two sides. We have, for example, here, Jim Cramer believes bulls could party on US Federal Reserve decision, and here's why Bitcoin could fall instead. Let me just tell you guys this. Regardless of what happens in the grand scheme of things to the major indices and the major economy, you have to understand one very important thing. Ripple/XRP really is doing a lot of work on a completely different level. And let's say that the entire market does indeed have a really bad time. I'm talking the major indices and what. From a certain perspective, you'd expect Ripple to drop, XRP and Bitcoin and what, to either have a completely inverse correlation with the major indices or a complete direct correlation because we see them as similar investment instruments. From that similar perspective, though, I'm thinking, well, but since Ripple has many different verticals, one of them being in this payment processing realm, I'm thinking, but that's not really going to die out. Rather, I think it would actually only increase in times of major drastic world problems or indice crashes and what. I honestly cannot really fathom a new reality where Ripple, and thus from that perspective also XRP, would perform bad if the markets were to crash like crazy. Again, guys, following the economic calendar, tomorrow are a couple of very important decisions. Actually, this entire week is rather important. Tomorrow being the Saudi Arabia and the Fed interest rate decisions that we are closely going to be watching out for, albeit the entire week being very important, like I already said. But just think about it for a second for yourself here. Let's say indeed that any result in this is negative. What exactly of that is going to reflect negatively on XRP? I sometimes do wonder about it. Hence, it's one of my favorite cryptocurrencies I get. And now, in the library case, them setting such a nice precedent for the Ripple versus SEC case is just a little breakthrough announcement. As you can see on Twitter, people are going crazy about it. It's getting thousands upon thousands of likes because even though some of you guys might mock me and say it is clickbait or something along those lines, I think those guys that are screaming that are either uneducated or just don't understand the severity of some of these announcements and what we're building here. Because at the end of the day, crypto regulation right now, the stage for it is being set. There's really not that much done just quite, but soon enough, everything will change. It really is that crazy, guys. We are at the brink. You and I right here, you that are watching this and I right here, we're literally here before the mass. And we are seeing crypto regulations around the world being built as we speak. I could show you guys articles upon articles upon articles where right now cards are working with, for example, Binance to launch their prepaid cards. Just like fundamental building from the payment structure perspective. But all you have to know is that it literally, all the ropes and everything are being built right now as we speak. And that was it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press that like button. Most important of all though, make sure you have the notification bell on, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video.